Hi there, baby dolls. Why do coins go up? All right, more buyers. We figured that out. But why do they actually go up? I want you to think about what happens in the real world. There are people who go and visit countries very often. Many of the times, let's say you go on a holiday to Vegas every year. You might just go there and that's it. You go back home. There are some people, though, they will go there and have such a great time that they say to themselves, you know what? I want to buy a place in Vegas. I'd like to rent an apartment, just own an apartment there. It's in my holiday apartment. I can go with my family and kids. Another example. There are people who go to sports games and they go watch their team every second week. Well, some people will go to the sports games in the stadiums and they'll say, you know what, man, I'm here every second week. I want to purchase one of the VIP tickets. So like I have a guaranteed seat in one of those selected seats. So in these two cases, friends, people will frequent a place, a community or an area, a region of interest. And some people will say, I'm here a lot of the times, man. I want to be in. I like it. Other people like it. I see fans. I see tourists. I want to be part of it. This is the same thing that happens in crypto. In crypto, if you speak to people, what do they say? They'll say, I am here to dump on the next guy. I am here to buy low and sell high. They all say that. And they've been saying that in the stock market for 100 years. But we know that's not what happens. We know, friends, that they buy the tops and they sell the bottoms. So what's going on here? You're like, wait a minute. You know the strategies to buy low, sell high. You know all of these. You know, okay, sweet, I'm going to hold diamond hands, do all this stuff, but they don't do that. So there's a human pattern behavior here that we have explored in crypto with blockchain. So it's as simple as if people go somewhere a lot and there's more eyeballs, on average, you just get more people buying a share of the network. You know, when you go to, say, Vegas, if you buy property, you are buying a share of the land, a share of the network. Nobody can copy paste your land there. You can't replace it. There are people out there that will go to like islands out there. You know, they'll go to maybe a tropical island. Some people out there, they'll buy a freaking little island themselves. Or they might buy one of the little huts. They maybe rent it out most of the year and they go there and stay. They're buying a share of the network there because they participate and they're like, oh, I really like it. And they probably know, oh, other people really like it too. That's why I like coming in. What about the stadium? Remember the sports team? Maybe you guys in America watch the NFL. I'm sure there are people with these like VIP, the box seat tickets. I remember there was like BitBoy and Richard Hart as well, you know, sitting in the box seats over there. Sweet. They're buying a share of the network. Literally, there's only one stadium. You can't copy paste that stadium. Everyone's there to support that team. Crazy. Or is it? I mean, see, we see this happen in real life. There are people, they might go visit and frequent suburbs out there all the time. Doesn't matter where they go. They go to a location and they go eventually like, I like it, man. I like this part of it. It represents me. I want to be a part of it. So what do they do on average? Remember, you can go to the stadiums and watch the team and you can walk out. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to buy. You can go to an island, a tropical island. You don't have to buy a place there. You can go to Vegas. You can just go stay in a hotel and leave. You don't have to get a holiday place or an apartment there, a unit. You don't have to. But people do. People do it. And if you ask each person, what are you there for? They might say, oh, I'm here to buy low and sell high. They all would probably say that. They go, well, rationally, it's like that. But no, more than likely, it's because they like going there. A lot of people. So it's the same thing, right, in crypto. So that's what we've explored. We are in the digital realm now. Places that get a lot more people and views and eyeballs, their valuations go up. The network effect gets bigger and bigger. That's why mainstream influencers are the gateway to a lot of the valuations in crypto. They are. And it's basically based off the attention spans. And that's why it's important, for example, me as your friend, when I'm in something, we back it to the end. That's why people, you get to see, if you have an influencer, they've only got one attention span. If they're just changing like top 10 coins every 5 days and they're like completely forgetting about the others, doesn't get anywhere, does it? So now we unlock this. We unlock this discovery. We're like, wow, even in the digital realm, where there's no geographical boundaries here. So, for example, you got to catch a plane to go maybe to Vegas. You've got to, get even a seaplane to go to some of the tropical islands, and people still buy it there, by the way. In crypto, there is no barrier. It's just clicking buttons, bridging. It's very, very minimal. So, but we know, right? People will buy shares of networks that they join. That's why, for example, meme coins, even though the coin does nothing, they will go there and they'll simply hold it. They will simply hold it. In a stadium, can you make money off your box seat tickets? No. You go there for comfort. You go there to watch the team. You can watch it on television. You can go watch it at a pub. You don't have to be there. You can be there and actually pay a ticket one-off and then go. Why are you paying? Why are you buying the premium seats? You don't have to, but people do it. So that's why you're asking a meme coin, right? When people feel a certain way, remember the sports team, right? It's, I love my team, yeah. Well, meme coins, right? I love my meme coins. DickWifButt, Landwolf, the Tangang, P-Dye, go to $1, please. Go to $2, P-Dye, go to $2. Just to prove a point. Just to prove a point. You see, we're evoking these emotions, but that's what, on average, that's what people seem to do. Now, it's not one for one. So if you expose, for example, let's say DickWifButt, for example, if you expose 100 people to DickWifButt, maybe 2 buy. But then if you expose 10,000 people to DickWifButt, okay, maybe now you have 200 people buying. Just to give you an example. That's why as you expand the whole world and everyone's basically seen something, you basically get the market pricing everything. That's why it's really important to be early, because you're betting on, oh, not everybody has discovered it. We're basically trading attention. But then you get to see, okay, what are the good coins, networks? That's what coins are. We call them coins, but really they're community, they're networks. They are a group of people. How does this group of people make you feel? And what we also discovered in crypto, fascinating, was even if people know that this network effect is short-term, they will still go hard. They will still go very aggressive in it. So in sports games, people know, hey, for the rest of my life, I can watch my sports game here and I can take my kids here for the next 30 years. That's like a long-term mindset thinking. When you go buy a place in Vegas, hey, I can go here with my wife every year. We can go chill out and we can even take the kids there when they're 18 and stuff. Like you can, you know what I mean? That's long-term. With meme coins, and not just meme coins, crypto altcoins, meme coins are more special because they have a place in our heart and there's not some dirty utility that can be copy-pasted, okay? That's why meme coins keep continuing to grow. By the way, just to let you know, meme coins are 10 times bigger than privacy coins as a sector. Meme coins, we're storing 60 billion in meme coins. We're storing like 6 billion in privacy. So that's telling you something, right? So what's fascinating is even in the meme coins, we all know, we're like, hey, this coin, it's probably dead. It's probably dead in 2 years, 24 months. But I don't care. It makes me feel good now. I want to get in now. That's what crypto has really allowed us to unlock. It has allowed us to unlock value when we haven't required a long amount of time investment yet. That's what this accessing of liquidity, it's a double-edged sword. That's why these crypto companies, projects, the suits we call them, they'll have a project and they'll be like, oh, we're a gaming company here and there. Here's 400 million market cap valuation starting day one. Tell everyone it's cheap. They pay the influencers to tell everyone it's cheap. Maybe it pops up to 1 billion. Everyone's up just barely at 2x and they just dump for the next year. You see, that's what's happening there. But if they were in the stock market land, they would not be able to do that. They would have to make a profitable product, get a long string of investors, get all the Wall Street bug eaters like JP Mosquito, Goldman Slugs to sign off on them and the underwriting. And then maybe after 8 to 10 years, they could finally, after all the signatures and all the government approval, they can finally get listed on the stock market and do an IPO after all that time. That's what the traditional system requires right now. But in crypto, we're like, guess what, man? We don't need to wait 10 years. You just got to wait 10 minutes. Let's go use the meme coin token creator on 9inch right now. Let's go use, you know what I mean? You can do it right now. So instead of accessing the super long end duration, we can access super short. And like I said, double-edged sword. It's good because it lets us be early. The problem is, do you want to be early to stuff that is not going to make it in the future? You don't know. You just don't know. However, it's surprising, isn't it? You're seeing amazing things. For example, from barter on the left, gold, and now we have crypto memes DickWifButt. You see this? The evolution, friends. From barter to BUTTS. You see this? From barter to BUTTS. This evokes emotion. It's funny. It's always going to be funny. Yeah, it's cool. It's got, and by the way, it's even funnier because the people holding it, strong hands, like really, really strong hands. So this is the type of thing that's been going on. This is the crypto undertone of everything. Now we get to see really what's going on. Like, why does a coin actually go up? Because you need to know this, friends, because it's not easy to sit through a paper dollar amount go up and then it's down 60%. Everyone says it's over and then it's going to climb back up. You're going to sell out now? Nope. It's down 60% again. Go back up. Like, you need an undertone. You got to go, okay, you got to understand really why. And now I've shown you, right, through this video. Like, subscribe, but no. Why are people actually buying this? It's because that's why what makes a good investor in crypto is, look, the mainstream influencers, they control the narrative because they have access to the 500,000 eyeballs. So they can throw in stuff. That's why they get paid. They get paid. Hey, oh, is this token not out? Let me put it in front of your face anyway, because they're getting paid to do that, okay? That's why for us to win, you and I have to predict what the rest of the people are going to like. That's why a lot of people, they will, for example, completely miss out on cults because they'll say, oh, I don't like it, therefore it's good. But yeah, you don't like it. Let's say 100 people. Okay, 95 people don't like it. But the 5 people that do, they'll go crazy for it. You're part of that 95. You don't like it, but there is a market out there for that. Friends, just like if there was a room, 5 men, 95 women. Okay? You show those women something like, hey, there's a girl in a bikini and booze and, you know, hey, a getaway in Vegas and you basically just get sloshed every night. Woohoo! Or some sort of party like that. The girls would be like, yuck, not interested. I'm not paying for that. I'm not joining a trip like that. I don't want a holiday like that. That's disgusting, okay? But the men, they'll be like, yeah, sweet. I'll take that with the boys every day. You know what I mean? And then reverse it as well. If there's 5 women in a room and 95 guys and they're just playing on TV, makeup, change your eyelashes, look more beautiful. Here's some eyeliner. We're like, nah, boring, boring. No one cares. But you know there's 5 women who go nuts for it. Well, you got to look at it in crypto as well. This is just understanding these network effects and communities. So clearly, obviously, the winning one, you don't know what the winning one is because sometimes, friends, sometimes real world memes can affect this stuff. For example, Nvidia's pop-up made people go crazy for AI coins in crypto. So that's why at the end of the day, you need at least to have some conviction in yourself and go, you know what? I'm looking at this, right? From barter to BUTTS. I made this, friends, by the way. I made this term from barter to BUTTS. Because that's literally where we've been going. Yeah, this is from barter, you know, trading the bull for 2 sheep. And then we end up with fiat, and then we have Bitcoin, the first world decentralized money. And like, yeah, here's a DickWifButt. He's a DickWifButt. Fair launch. Hello. Wiggling the cute little butt. We're not selling. I'm not selling. What are you doing? You know what I mean? That's see, when you understand that, you really can grasp crypto. But, okay, no pun intended, BUTTS. You got to remember, though, what I'm talking to you is from the bull market spirit. All right, it's a bull market spirit. Eventually, the dreaded bears will come again and will actually like bleed everyone out. But we're not there yet. We're not even close to there yet. We had so long of the bears, the bull market spirit comes up. That's why at the very, very end, friends, the BUTTS, right? The BUTTS, everyone will be like, you know what? We don't need anything in the world. Throw down every institution. This thing's going to be great. And then that's when the irrational euphoria part starts. And that's where we have to be like, hey, now remember, just like we can see, as people see certain networks and groups and digital property, which is crypto networks and things on Twitter and YouTube, just as we know that on average they come and buy in, guess what? Things can go the other way too, believe it or not. A real-world event can affect the stock market, which affects the Bitcoin, which infects everybody with bad news, which makes these people who are so sensitive and so euphoric to get in, they can just as quickly turn on a dime. And then you're left with nothing. So what I'm explaining to you, friends, is literally the risk curve. Do you understand? But what I'm helping you do is just to identify what are you doing actually on the risk curve? Like, what are you actually doing when you're venturing out to where we are, like in no man's land? You know, but you know what you're here for. You're like, well, if things are going up, let me optimize for the thing that goes up the most. That's what you're basically doing, you know, because hey, gold USD price is going to go up. The stock market S&P 500 price is going to go up. A house price is going to go up. They're going to go up. And then you're just trying to figure out with me, all right, what can go up the most? So the starting user base matters the most versus the future one. But you can always play with the numbers. For example, like, okay, if your network, let's say 200,000 people in PulseChain, for example. Yes, a lot of people back then were saying 200,000 is small because Bitcoin's got 200 million people. So 200,000 is tiny. It should be 20 million. See, they can always change the future growth rate. That's why this game is not so easy. And that's why it's important to be early. Because whatever the number is, everyone just says higher, higher, more people, more people. They always say that no matter what. But you can find something that at least everyone's forgotten about. Or you're like, man, you know what? You guys are paying $80 billion for a Dogecoin valuation back in 2021. Okay, you want to pay $80 billion for that? All right. Well, this thing is under $1 billion. You know, this thing's under $100 million. We haven't even gotten started. That's the attitude and the belief you need. But also you need something there to attract people. And yeah, it is just pictures and logos and words. Same as everything else, friends. That is, think about a sports team, friends. I know it's funny. People say, oh, pictures and logos and words. Yeah, I say that too. I'm the one who first said it, but I'm just telling you right now too. When you go watch a sport team at a stadium, you're watching like 14 hairy butt dudes wrestle each other, and one of them has a red linen cloth, and the other guy has a blue linen cloth. That's it. See? You go, oh, okay, that's what sports teams are. They're running around on the grass, touching each other's butts, and they're all sweaty and hairy. You see? So if you you break everything down to that, you basically go like, oh, well, don't invest in anything. No. We got to know, friends. On average, we're diving deep into the culture as to what's happening. Okay, so there you go. From Barter to BUTTS, you're my friend. Like, subscribe, bell, and all. Catch you soon.